Welcome to Access Water. I'm your host, Kate Peabody. Today we're heading to Los Angeles, California to speak with Jeff Friesen, a Water Business Group project engineer. In 2009, Jeff took 2 separate trips to Malawi, Africa with the Water for People World Water Corps. Thank you for joining us today, Jeff. While Water for People is a widely supported organization here at CH2M HILL, your participation in the World Water Corps is a bit more unique. Could you tell us more about the Water for People World Water Corps, how and why you first came to be involved, and a bit about your recent trips to Malawi?
Sure, Kate. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to talk for a few minutes about World Water Corps and these experiences that I've had. World Water Corps was founded by Water for People, and it's a collection of mostly professional volunteers who provide technical support to the projects in the various countries that Water for People is undertaking. There are trips that go every year, numerous trips per year, where the Water Corps volunteers can go to the countries, and most of the services that are provided are in the form of monitoring, program evaluation, and baseline needs assessment and mapping. Water Corps volunteers are also needed here at home, though, to support those teams that are out in the field. I discovered the World Water Corps probably no more than a year ago. I was having lunch with a colleague of mine who mentioned World Water Corps and Water for People together, and I'd never heard of Water Corps. Got on the website that night, filled out an application, put together a resume, and sent it off, and then within a few months I was on a team, and shortly thereafter I was on a series of long flights to Malawi for my first assignment with them. So let me tell you about the 2 trips that I went on. One in August of 2009 and the other in December. They were both to Malawi, and they were both 2 weeks in duration. Malawi is one of the poorest countries in Africa. This is where Malawi is. It's located in East Africa, surrounded by Mozambique, Tanzania, and Zambia, and it's home to 15 million people. Half of those people are below the age of 18, and half of the million orphans in Malawi have lost one or both parents to HIV or AIDS. So there are some significant health, economic, and social problems in Malawi. Water for People's goal is to eliminate deaths from lack of clean water, poor hygiene, and poor sanitation practices in the developing world. And the World Water Corps, in this case, was going to Malawi to help establish baseline needs assessments and base mapping data for where the water points were located to help Water for People and the government agencies determine where the need was greatest and where they needed to focus their resources. Now, through our work there, we collected almost 3,700 household surveys, and we collected waypoint data and mapped 245 community water points. What we produced from that trip was a set of mapping and statistical baseline data, and also we contributed to a Google Earth data set that will become the basis that the Blantyre Water Board, who will be providing the new water to the region, that they will use to monitor and track their progress. My experience on these trips is the days tend to be very long. There's very seldom enough sleep in the night. There are other inconveniences. The power might go out, there might not be hot water, there might not be any showers. The bugs love your laptop screen when you're entering data late at night. But you know, the inconveniences are far outweighed by the benefits, I think, of doing something like this. You get to travel in a way that you never would as a tourist, and you get to see things that you would never see as a tourist. And you really get a privileged insight into the lives, the culture, the customs, the problems and the hopes of the people, not only the ones that you meet in the villages, but also, of course, the staff that you work with during the 2 weeks that you're there. And you know, despite the serious social, economic, and health problems in Malawi, I was amazed every day at the great dignity, pride, and real joy that we saw in the faces of many of even the poorest people that we met, and especially the children. And that, to a large degree, is why I wanted to go back again in December, and why I'd like to go back again if I have the opportunity.
Wow, beautiful and telling photos. Thank you, Jeff. I know your efforts are greatly appreciated. In fact, every day CH2M HILL employees are going out of their way to make a positive difference in the world through engineering. And here at Access Water, we love to share those stories. The CH2M HILL Water for People Workplace Giving Campaign is set to start in May, so be on the lookout for additional communications so you too can help support Water for People. Until next time, this is Kate Peabody signing off asking, what's your story?